Hi, everyone. Welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Light Queen Lisa. And I first and foremost want to tell everybody happy Memorial Day and thank you to all that have served to protect our freedoms, and God bless the families for those that lost their lives in that effort. So today is a very, very important day. I'll be back with some more crypto news. So give us a like, share this video, and make sure to thank a service family, especially, and a serviceman or woman today that you know. Take care. Be right back. Welcome back, Michelle. How are you doing on this beautiful Memorial Day?
I'm doing well. It's actually a nice family day today. Everybody's home, so we're excited to go to a little birthday party today. So it's gonna be a nice, fun family and friends day. So I'm super excited.
Perfect. I got to have all my kiddos, or almost all my kiddos. One, Jackson, wasn't able to come, but he's going to maybe come today. And then we had, Cannon had a birthday party to go to, and we had a big family day yesterday here cooking out. And so same thing at our house. We're
Awesome.
having a
Yeah,
nice
these are
weekend.
the special days, right? The home cozy days in a way
Yes.
for the
Yes.
mommies.
Yeah, for the mommies for sure, making memories. My kids got me a little necklace with all their names on it for Mother's Day, because I wasn't here for Mother's Day. So
That's so
um,
special.
yeah,
Oh my
it's
goodness. That
very
is
sweet.
oh.
Well, let's jump into some crypto news. We're going to keep this short and sweet today because you're very busy today, and but we want to talk about some really positive things for Bitcoin. I thought maybe we could start off with
That was
the Bitcoin
little,
Indy 500 car.
yeah, and looks like he got a funky little spin there, right? That's super exciting. I know we've been seeing the Bitcoin logo everywhere, I would say. It's funny because I have friends now even texting me the Bitcoin logo every time they see it. And I'm like, maybe we are, it's everywhere and it's super exciting. We also have the Bitcoin conference coming up, right? And I think it's all these events are tying up together. So I definitely see a lot of fun buzz around the whole
Yeah,
Bitcoin team, despite
definitely.
price being down, right? Because I mean the market. I
I think
don't.
it's interesting that the prices are down right now, and we're going into this Bitcoin conference, and we're, like you said, you're seeing Bitcoin everywhere. And the last week, when was it? The 19th, so maybe the week before, we saw all that, manipulation in the market where you could see where it dropped at the same time of day across every coin. But I think the energy that's going to be put together through Bitcoin conference and Shitcoin 2021, which is where I'll be on the 3rd and 4th. I think that's going to bring a lot of energy to this, and I kind of think maybe it'll pop. And aren't we right around a year out from the halving
I
of
know.
Bitcoin? So there just seems to be the perfect storm.
There is a lot of energy building up, and it's funny because I on Twitter, Brecky, he actually tweeted today like, "Hey Forbes, you should be talking. Here's a headline for you: Bitcoiners getting together on 2021." Because it kind of is a special event because this whole meeting, Bitcoin and Shitcoin conference in Miami, or this whole Miami energy going on right now, and partially because we haven't connected in such a long time, and it's really the first time that ideas are going to bounce off of each other, and there is a lot of excitement for all the attendees. And I know because I have one person got added into our crew that is going, and I had to look up an extra ticket, and it's sold out. So it looks like it's a sold out event. So the house is gonna be packed to its capacity, which I think there are some limitations there, but it's gonna be a packed event. And the last time I was at the Bitcoin conference, coincidentally, there was a movement in the market, and it was in 2019. Remember that little
Mhm.
pump that it happened in 2019? Even Dodge pumped at that time. It was really strange, and we were like, "What's actually happening?"
Yeah.
Because and there was nothing much going on at those days. It wasn't like it had all this visibility. We didn't have as many institutional buyers in the market yet, or maybe they were, but they were silent.
Silent, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't want to speculate about price at all,
Yeah.
but I definitely feel that will be a great exchange of ideas, and we can see a lot of development that could occur, in the technological level afterwards, because ideas will be merging there.
Definitely. I know I'm going to be attending Miss Teen Crypto's class on minting an NFT
Awesome.
at Shitcoin 2020. So I'm excited to see that and be a part of that.
When is that happening, by the way? Because maybe I want to go too. Do you know the exact time of
I do
her?
not know the exact time. I can find out and
I
message you.
hope it's on the 3rd, because if it is, I would love to attend her class too, because I
Okay.
definitely want to learn some tricks on how to do drops
Yeah.
and how to do stuff like more high level stuff. I'm
Me too. I
excited.
think it would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's doing such an amazing job. I saw an interview that she did. I think it was CoinDesk or Cointelegraph, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. Forgive me. And she is just an amazing public speaker. I mean, imagine her at our age, Lisa.
Oh, I know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Once she, gets even more education and confidence, she's just a little light and she's just really wants to help people. You can tell her heart is to bring people into Bitcoin so that they can have that
And she's
financial freedom.
charismatic. She's not, because I see a lot of kids her age are very shy,
Yeah.
they don't go out and about. And I love how she has this, very perky and friendly attitude. It reminds me, even like in Brazil, a lot of people are just like that, very, talkative, and, the approach in Brazil, you okay to say hi and be friends. And I think she brings a lot of that. Like, she's such a sweet soul.
She is. She
I've been
definitely is.
watching her too a lot and seeing more of her, and excited to see more of her.
Me too. We'll have to get her to come on one Monday and join us. She's joined me on my happy hour. She did not drink, but
Oh, good.
she had pink lemonade or something. But
There you go, some cider, and that's
yes, it
good.
works. It works. Well, what should we touch on? I know I sent you a lot of articles.
There was a lot, because I needed to update myself, because I've been so busy. I haven't been able to go on the news too much. I loved one that it was even for last week, and I didn't make it last week, you guys. I'm
Oh, yeah,
sorry. It was
that's
after my
okay.
birthday. I literally have a hangover.
Yes, happy birthday. I'm sorry. I forgot to say happy
And
birthday.
then I completely forgot I had a show. I forgot it was actually a Monday. Okay, it's one of those Mondays.
It's
So,
okay. We all have Monday.
but I love, because this was like it was a Forbes article talking about China digital currency is too redundant to succeed at home. And they released a report, an analysis titled Assessing the Digital Yuan. And I read this analysis, and I thought it was very interesting, because they are saying that despite China accelerating the program and making it super, the process really speedy, it's not really being successful as they thought it would be, and partially because mobile payment systems are already so dominated, like they call it a duopoly between the WeChat and Alibaba. So all this effort that they put on this analysis, it shows that they were able to only gain like a 9% of market share of
Wow.
mobile payments. So Alibaba still holds 55%, and we have WeChat at 33%. So it just measures, and I love looking at data, because data
Mhm.
is solid, and in a way, I don't mind it because I never loved the idea of CBDCs. Anyways, we have a great alternative, which is decentralized, decentralized cryptocurrencies created by the people for the people, such as
Yeah.
Bitcoin. Another example would be Litecoin. We now have smart contracts in Ethereum and all that good stuff. So, doesn't
We don't
bother me
yeah,
that
we
it's
don't need
not
another
working.
fake digital currency. Well, and I saw Jerome Powell was trying to hustle people, sell them the ideas on central banking digital currencies. And he actually called them cryptocurrency. And so I was like, once again, we need that education. A central, just the whole idea, just them using
Central
the word
bank
central. Yes.
digital money. That could
Yeah.
be.
That's yeah, digital money that's central. It's controlled by the central banks. So it is not decentralized. It actually has central in the name of it. you
Yeah,
know,
they
why
have to
why the
look at all
cryptocurrency?
these definitions and start using the proper terms,
Mhm.
because it's really confusing and confuses the public. And
Yeah,
but in
which
this
I think
case,
that's what they
what
wanna
is
do.
what is most concerning to me when I think about it is, it just goes to show, like in this article, to me, it just goes to show how powerful these big corporations have become and how we, the people, have given the power to these companies. And to think that the whole China, I mean, Republic of China, it's a huge amount of people. Like it's billions of people. It's a very dense populated country. And to think that two companies actually, it's a duopoly between only two corporations on this whole, pie of mobile
Right,
payment systems. It's incredible to think how things can grow so fast and how fast they can dominate, as once they. So
once
I
they have all
that's
that
I
power.
do think we need more options. I'm not in China, so it's not a big deal to me. But right now in our own country, we see how much space Amazon has taken, how much space
Mhm.
Google has taken, and how much we unknowingly are interacting with their products and things like that. And the more community we build and the more we barter, trade among ourselves,
Mhm.
and support
Yes.
small businesses. I can't say enough how important that is.
I totally agree. I'm working with Jim Flanagan to create possibly an app. If not an app, we'll have a website with a shortcut. He said that with permissions now, they don't allow you to use tracking because we were trying to do this hashtag bet on Main Street where people would be as cryptos go up and you have that blessing of being in cryptos early. Let's point our energy and our um, worth and money and our power and our voice back into Main Street and support locally owned businesses and restaurants and tip big and shop local. And so we've really been pushing this and I'm just really excited about it. I think that a lot of us, we're still in so early with crypto and we're seeing what's happening with it globally that we're going to have an opportunity to really make a change with our wealth in the world. And I think that we can do that all in a positive way together. So really excited about that.
For sure, honey. That's so awesome. Every effort is important, I think. And everything
Yes.
starts as a little idea and it just flourishes.
Yes. Yes. And
Yeah.
that's what I want to do is empower people to be able to, because during this time and with all the stuff with the count and all that, um, I think people feel like their voice is not being heard, and I wanted to try to give something to empower people to feel like they can take action. There's things they can do.
Yeah,
Or-
a lot of things are gonna develop, I think, over time, because right now we're still living in a shadow of a year that was just, devastating economically and everything. And right now, there is so much support and money printing too. When is all of this will halt, and when are we gonna really face everything? But literally, at some point, the account will come. Like, we're gonna have to look at, the evictions and the people that, getting back into the jobs, and how I don't know, the I just think that at some point, we can tell that it's already not easy, because things are getting expensive, and the population starts asking, wow, I could afford the other day, and now I can't afford anymore. So all I can say is that, a lot of people are left wondering how the future is going to be. And we are all trying to think of a solution,
Yeah.
and somehow crypto seems to be a good fallback option for many who happen to be aware that something ain't right.
Well,
I
and
don't
this
know
year,
how to
that's the
explain.
thing is, in 2008, when there was the banking crash, bank failure, no one had anywhere to go. Well, they had gold and silver, but it's very hard to physically
Yeah,
transact and
right.
get into that. And now that we're seeing what they're doing with the dollar, and a lot of things that are happening right now are mimicking that time before 2008,
Mhm.
or before the crash in 2008, and they have an option.
Yeah,
And so Bitcoin can be that, and cryptocurrency can be that option. So I'm excited
for
to be
sure.
able to bring more people
Technology
onto this.
evolved to in a way that it's a lot more mainstream than it was a few years back. Now we have more apps, more fun things that people can interact with. I mean, I have hope. That's what I do. I keep hoping, that this will bring solutions towards a better world.
Definitely. Well, talking about solutions and hope, I was
Mhm.
excited to read. I don't know if you had a chance to read this one about
I
um, theta.
Yeah, I keep getting excited about it, because I'm always watching, the level of their partnerships, and it seems like they are building a structure that is gonna back so many strong, powerful things.
Mhm.
I haven't had the time to dig into, the details of everything,
Yeah.
but it looks like a lot of companies are gonna eventually use blockchain some way or another.
Yeah.
And
Somehow use it.
it's a matter of using a great resource that it's decentralized, it's less risky to them, especially if it's not a sensitive data that they need to store, for example, or to transfer. Because think about it, the quantity of data is increasing, and for us to store it, and for big companies to store it and keep it secure, has become a dilemma, all these hacking situations and things. So decentralizing it and keeping things transparent is not a bad
It's
route.
very, very good idea. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
I'm just really excited. Which other articles should we hit? I know
Well,
you are short on time, so I wanted to.
I thought we can show the Scott Melker reviews Michael Saylor's precious video for the Bitcoin community. We can show a little bit of that. I love this one. I know which one I want to talk about.
Okay.
Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo unveil their cryptocurrency policies. Okay, each of them, I mean, this is my summary, because sometimes I go through and I do a little summary. Each are in different stages of offering crypto services to their clients. So they basically, attended like a meeting with, that is, it's an official thing with the SEC or whatever there, and they showed which stages they are in each, and it showcased that all three of them are lagging behind JP Morgan. Okay, no, actually Morgan Stanley,
Oh,
but at the same time, they all are in different levels. Like some of them have like filed patents for like I don't know how many different types of blockchain products. Other are scoping, what type of services and products they are gonna offer to their clients. But it's very clear that all of them show the intention to dive in, because they are basically saying that because in the article what showcased is that their customers are asking them, I want to have it and you're not offering, why you're not offering, so the demand is coming from the public and they are trying to meet the public demand. Same thing with the CBDC, like for example, right now I was watching Mark Moss interview with Lynette. I forgot her last name, but she's just
Zhang.
yes, yes. And and she was talking about how the United States already has, released even the date that they plan to release their own CBDC. So it's like that, China went, US is right behind, and supposedly it's a specific day in 2023.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I know. I go watch that interview
I
because
will. Yes,
yeah,
I will.
Mark Moss, and it was released yesterday, and she reviews some interesting things. I
Yeah,
was really yeah, and she talked about how they have a specific date and how she thinks this is actually part of the whole reset kind of and it's interesting because maybe it's an advantage that the US is actually watching China perform, because then they can say where did they go wrong, where they didn't go. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
me, at first I thought, wow, China is the pioneer in this, and then they're going to have the advantage, and then they could, just like the article mentioned, probably position themselves as the world global currency, which we would United States dollar would lose that status.
right.
But now seeing that report from Forbes showcasing how it hasn't been fully adopted, maybe it's wise that United States is waiting to see, hey, where are they making these mistakes, and then in the course of 2 years they'll try to create a better plan. Because in a way, if you're trying to create a CBDC for the US dollar, which holds
Right.
the title, you have to do the job properly. You can't fail. Like China is okay, it's an experiment within their own country in a way, but when United States does this, it's going to be a global process, because everybody's going to have to trust it. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting what this next couple of years are gonna be. I don't think, that's why I'm not concerned about price in the short run, because like the stretch looks like the stretch of this is more like it's a marathon, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's gonna be it's gonna be a couple of interesting things, and market may go up and down throughout the course of many different things that will happen. And if you win, you win, or you're out.
I know. I don't, when you see this kind of level of engagement from the banks and, like you're talking about big industry and all that, this is not going away. Bitcoin is not a bubble. This is not going away. And so for people that kind of poo-poo it and don't want anything to do with it. It's like the train's coming. You
Yeah.
better get off the tracks, you know?
Yeah.
So I just feel like
It's
it's
yeah, and the tendency is like they are gonna wanna regulate it more properly, so these players can jump into the choo-choo train too. You see, that's
mm,
the trick, because I've seen a couple of articles past week. We didn't get a chance to talk, but it was like them filing lawsuits saying, "Hey, these guys have an advantage that we don't have."
oh,
You
interesting.
know, so they wanna push the banks now. They are gonna probably push for regulation as well, because they're losing customers, and
Mm,
they feel like they don't have the same frame, because they have to go by certain specific rules, and these doesn't have this clear rules, therefore I can't indulge in this marketplace because the government's not allowing us, but here my customers are flocking, so that's kind of it's starting. I think we are in a different stage than we were before, because before it was just much easier to just say, oh no, this is some sort of weird thing, let me just cancel your account, you are weirdo. But now
yeah,
they can do that with
yeah,
as the percentage of the population starts to increase, they can call 25%
right,
of the population weirdos.
right,
No, no,
yeah, because
we
then,
use
yeah,
this, it's
they're
not weird, it's a service, buddy. you know
yeah,
and
they're
then
up your service if you wanna keep our business. That's right.
yeah, yeah. It's so interesting how society runs, and how the thing starts and it trickles down into many realms. And I remember similar behaviors towards e-commerce. Oh, I would tell in Brazil, I'm like, you're gonna start receiving packages, start building websites and selling things, because this is what's happening here. And they're like, no way, this is gonna happen here. People are gonna steal the packages. But now they are on e-commerce. Eventually they figured it out.
Yeah.
It's like it may not fit right away within their society, but they find a way to fit.
Well, and I
Now
know that
I moved. I was transitioning between moving places. I get into a new apartment complex, and I'm like, they have a box, an Amazon box. It comes through my mail, and the FedEx thing was like full of different codes, and I was like, this is how I pick up the mail now. What
oh,
happened
wow.
to them dropping
Interesting.
off in my, things adapt.
Yeah.
Imagine Amazon is putting like a giant device inside every little apartment complex so they can
Interesting.
deliver the packages in there, and I'm like, wow, what a freaking operation. It's like vending machines gone cuckoo, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's just like society adapts some,
Yes.
and it starts. Remember when we first saw the Google cars, like coming past
Yes.
Google car with a little camera on top? I'm like,
Mhm.
what the heck is that? And now we
Yeah,
are driving using their maps, like everywhere we can't live without,
and their car and now cars are driving without people
Yeah, soon.
using those maps. I mean, that's how it's just
I
technology's not slowing down. I think I'm with you. I think it's
Yeah,
exponential.
I've seen a role that was, and the funny thing, it happened a long time ago, probably like 7 years ago. I saw a row. I was going to Palm Springs, and I saw a row. Palm Springs, it's just a straight line. And I saw a row of cars walking the exact same distance, like one behind each other, like they were like this is
Like a
programmed.
little train.
And we looked and there was nobody inside. We were like, what the heck? Imagine you never heard of something like that. And I
Yeah.
saw some sort of test, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, no,
That's
no,
wild that you just
no.
happened on
Am
it,
I in
but
the desert? Is this a mirage? And
yeah.
then, and then, a few years later, you realize what you saw was real. And yes, there wasn't nobody, little people driving the cars or something. It was
It was
really, they
just
were probably testing that technology at that time.
yeah. That's
And
wild. Wild
it
to
is
think about.
wild. It is wild.
And it wasn't that long ago, that it wasn't even imaginable, or it seemed so bizarre when you see
Yeah.
them testing something like that, and now everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, there's those Tesla self-driving cars," and, they were even talking about, at one point, they were doing tests on self-driving truck, like big semis,
Yeah, yeah.
the semi truckers were like, the truck drivers were saying like, that's so risky because a computer can't respond the way a human can, and with the experience and all what they learn. But now
You know,
technology is advancing. I mean,
my car, I had to take to the place to remove a sensor. I'm like, I don't want a car that brakes for me. If I'm pressing the brake, I'm pressing the brake. One time, like for some reason, something went in front of my car, like
and
maybe
it
an
slammed on the brakes.
it broke by it, like it just stepped on it. I'm like, what the heck? This car just stopped by itself. Like, what if someone was fast behind me? You know what I mean? Like, I wanna have, maybe it's a mouse. If I need to, I may need to run over if I have a semi truck behind me.
Right, right.
Like, hey,
Mhm.
it's really technology is good, but definitely I get scared of it a little bit, and I think the human judgment in certain aspects could be better. Um, in that I was like terrified that once it hit the brake for me for no reason by itself, I was like,
Yeah,
no,
that's a little
I'm taking this,
scary.
and I'm like, hey, remove this if I can. Honestly, I prefer like cars as basic as I could get. The good old cars with stick shift, that's what I like to drive, Like, I really enjoy like feeling the whole process, and I just like, even like the automatic windows, like I'm like, it's okay to roll the window. My husband is the picky one, and we end up with something a little better than I usually want to get, but
Enjoy it. You deserve
yeah,
it.
I
Absolutely.
know.
I know you've got around. I want to just hit on one thing. I was really excited for Divi. They have launched on KuCoin exchange, and that's an exchange that we use. There's a link in the description if you guys want to sign up for KuCoin. That benefits me and helps support the channel. So congratulations, Divi, and I am just really excited for them. If you don't know about Divi, check them out. They're so
Oh,
one-click master
I'll do
node.
a nice little, because I went to their meetup. I might have a little
You have some
something that I
Divi
can,
swag.
a little Divi swag, hopefully to show that I support Divi.
Nice.
Okay, they give
Very
me the
nice.
shirt. Yeah, I love because it's very community oriented, and one of the things that I've done is looked at the amazing work that they do supporting communities. So and it's special. It's
It is.
definitely has some heart. Hmm.
Yes, that's a great project. Well, thank you so much for taking some time out on Memorial Day, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, everyone. And Michelle, everybody can check out your blog. I've got a link to in the description to your blog, and see what you're working on lately. So,
Yeah,
and
no,
then see you in Miami.
yeah, I'm gonna have a ton of update on the blog from Miami. This week was just prep time, so I apologize for cutting short today, for not having a lot of good stuff in the blog these days. But I promise I'll be posting a lot. A lot been going on. I just haven't had the time to put it together. But it's
Don't
coming.
worry about it. No pressure.
And
We're
me and
excited.
you will probably record maybe a little something live, and
Yes.
we'll
Yes.
we'll plan
Yeah, we're
something
gonna
for
see
you
each other on
guys.
the 3rd at some point, so,
For sure.
we can go
Yes, that will be
to
exciting.
Miss Teen Crypto's class together and then do a little thing on that. That would be fun.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get, maybe, four of us, just like, even if we do a 2-minute video for you guys, just to say hi and share with you guys the vibe that we're feeling in the shitcoin conference.
If you ever think you would be saying, "I'm going to a shitcoin conference."
I know.
This
See,
weird
I had
buzzword.
to say that to a serious company that I'm working with, and I'm like, no, I think it's really important that we attend the
It is very
Bitcoin
important.
conference. And then they're like, what? And then I'm like, no, I know. Wait, let me explain.
It
And
really
then they
is.
got it. So
Well,
we're
I love it.
going.
Good. Well, I will see you there. Hopefully we can see some of the people that are in our community there. I'm excited for it. So,
We'll give
Everybody
each
have.
other, even if it's spaced hugs, but I think we can do hugs
I
now.
think
I
we
think
can
we can
hug.
do hugs.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can hug. I'm
Me too. All right.
unmasked, unvaxxed, unafraid.
I know, and
Everything's
happy
right in my
Memorial
way.
Day, to everyone that served this country for us, and it's very special to be here. For me, it's a treat, and I'm very thankful to have become an American. So thank you.
I love it. So you guys take care and remember to love one another.